Hello everyone, my name is Sam. This is Bolt from the Blue Tarot. I'm an intuitive reader and I read for your highest good and the highest good of all. I was intuitively guided to pull a ton of decks, including this storytelling card game that I bought. And this is truly like a board game style card game. But it has been an interesting divination tool, so we're going to try that out again today. And then I channeled just some messages. These are possible signs, symbols, synchronicities for folks watching. Some of these might be future ones, which I don't normally get, but I saw that meme, you know, with the Grim Reaper. It's like, was I a good blankety blank? And he's like, no, you were the best. So that means something to someone. If it doesn't, you're the best. I saw kites flying, and they're like the kite fighting type of kites. So it made me think of the Kite Runner. I saw a curry type meal over rice. I saw an igloo with the northern lights dancing above it. And then a realistic depiction, as opposed to like a cartoon image, which I sometimes get, of an unpeeled carrot. And I heard the word spindly, so it might be a spindly carrot. I saw a flash of like camping goods, possibly in an outdoor shop or a camping goods store. They looks like waterproof type material, outdoor gear, darker colored, like a dark green or dark blue. And then I heard garage sale. I asked about that. Maybe something you need at a garage sale. And what I was getting was the camping stuff in the garage sale might be linked for someone. So check out garage sales if that means something to you. Then I just was seeing spaghetti. And you know, you guys, I'm not super discerning about this. If it comes through, I write it down. And I asked for any clarification about this spaghetti, and what I heard was bolognese. So, spaghetti bolognese. And that was it. And then the Mayan calendar, something significant about it being a wheel or interlocking wheels, or I think it's cyclical nature is what's being highlighted. And then I was seeing like someone following a string in the dark, like it made me think of the myth about the Minotaur in the labyrinth, and Theseus finds his way back out with the string that Ariadne gave him. And as he moves through the labyrinth, he pulls the string through. But this was more like, you know, in that myth, the string helps him find his way out. And this is more like the string is there and you're like following it to see where it leads. So you may feel that you're walking through the dark and you don't know exactly where you're going, and you're just having faith and following the string. That could be it. Or like the string is your guidance. In any case, yeah, we're going to hop in with wisdom from the epics of Hind. I'm going to go with this one. Yasudeva's anguish. Oh, big blue energy from this. Bunch of snakes over a kid with a halo. Baby with a halo. All right, let's see what's going on with this. Vasudeva. Vasudeva's anguish. Vasudeva was married to Devaki, the cruel King Kansa's sister. On the day of their wedding, Kansa was foretold by an astrologer of his death at the hands of Devaki, and Vasudeva's 8th child. To prevent Kansa from killing Devaki, Vasudeva promised to hand over all their children to Kansa as soon as they were born. Devaki and Vasudeva were locked up in a dungeon for decades. In front of their very eyes, Kansa killed 7 of their children by smashing them to the ground. However, when the 8th child, Krishna, was born, Vasudeva's anguish came to an end. Miraculously, the guards fell asleep and the doors of the dungeon swung open. Vasudeva decided to carry their little baby Krishna and swim through the river Yamuna to hand him over to his brother, Nand Baba. The river Yamuna was flooded, and even though it seemed impossible to cross it, Vasudeva took the plunge. It is said that the divine serpent of Vishnu, Shisha, Naga, rose from the depths of the river to protect the pair and help them cross. Vasudeva managed to save his child and return back just in time before Kansa could notice the father was missing. As predicted, Krishna grew up and put an end to Kansa and his misdeeds, making Vasudeva's sacrifice fruitful. Does it feel like you have no way out of the situation you are in? Do you have faith? Do you believe you can be helped? Cultivate faith. Faith brought you this far. It will take you ahead. The first step of healing is giving yourself the benefit of the doubt that there may be a way out. It is time to ask for help. You are capable of doing this on your own, but you don't have to. Do not fear the challenges. They are gifts disguised otherwise. Oh, that is such interesting phrasing. Do not fear the challenges. They are gifts disguised otherwise. In American English, we might say that this is awkward phrasing, but I think it's actually like there's something here about when we start to view challenges or obstacles as lessons, as things that are happening for us and not to us, we can see that they are gifts disguised otherwise. They are gifts that bring wisdom, right? That's the wise part that others can't see. I think that's what the otherwise part is saying to me. Interesting that we had the following the string through the dark, and then this card asks you about your faith. There's another aspect of this card that's about depression with a blue, which is interesting. So, in a seemingly hopeless situation, but there is a way out, and it is through faith. All right, let's see what else we got for you guys. What an interesting, energetic theme. I'm excited to get into this. So we're going to go with the Oracle of Destiny cards first. Bracelet. Saturn. Mars. One more. All of the direction, everything is facing this way. It's moving towards what? Fire. I don't even read tarot in reverse. Or I don't usually, but I like fire in reverse here. In Chinese, the the character for fire, when turned upside down, means mastery. Interesting with Saturn and the bracelets, there's another cyclical, like spherical theme coming out here. And Mars's neck, I'm just noticing, is bounded by this chain, which is made up of small circles. There's the ring on the fingers here. My sense is whatever you're doing is very delicate. Like it's very nuanced. I'm just seeing you walking silently. I have this, it's not a problem. I was going to say this problem. I have this problem where I walk, I guess I'm saying it anyway. I walk really silently. I'm very quiet on my feet. And it's to the point where I'm aware that people don't hear that I'm there. So I purposely scuff my feet on the ground as I walk to let them know that I'm there, and so that I don't scare them when they notice that I'm there. I don't know why I'm sharing that. Everything here is pointing you towards this mastery, this knowledge of self, but it's applied knowledge of self. That's what mastery is. We know ourselves, we understand ourselves, and we can handle ourselves masterfully because we know what triggers us. It's like Saturn is about discipline. It's about reaping what you sow, boundaries. Getting a really delicate feminine energy with the bracelet card. So I think this is like, I'm getting intuition from the bracelet card. Intuition, faith, these lighter, more subtle qualities that we have to cultivate gently and in silence, pointing the way towards eventual mastery, but it's through discipline and through I want to say like self-governance in our masculine tendencies. You know, Mars holds all of this, like he has masculine drive, power. But when this is applied in a knee-jerk way, it does not serve us at all. But when it is restrained, and I see this Mars as very restrained, like he's not angry, but his eyes are keen. He's aware, and he sits with what is happening. He's aware of his power, this fire burning behind him. You know, the fire of mastery. He sees other people getting irate, but he doesn't. He's slow to anger. And when he experiences it, he knows that anger is just a signal letting us know when something is unjust. Like, he uses his masculine power very wisely, and he's guided in this read by the more feminine aspects of intuition, by the subtle whispers of fate. It's like you've done your time, you've learned a lot. Saturn knows that any tests that get thrown your way of self-mastery will be easily sidestepped almost. There's like I think it's a Taoist tale about these sword makers. I know this by way of Alan Watts, of course, but there were these two sword makers, and the soldiers wanted to see who made the finer blade. And so these two sword masters created swords for this competition. And these blades are so sharp and so expertly made that they could cut a leaf in two as it drifts down a river. So that's what they did. And they put the swords into the river, and they had each master demonstrate. So the first master, the leaf comes down, and he holds the sword in the perfect position, and it slices through the leaf clean in two, gently, without a sound. And then the second master holds it in the water, and as the leaf drifts down the river, he moves the sword to the side, and the leaf drifts by. Long story short, the true master knows when to avoid conflict entirely, how to sidestep these booby traps that the universe has only sent your way to teach you this exact lesson. Your true power lies in not engaging at all. Especially if you feel like your way out of the maze is past people who would try to get you fired up. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stay completely silent and observe someone. You don't have to respond. That's a conditioned thing. Your silence can speak volumes here. Wow, guys. This feels like penultimate, if not last, hurdles for someone before they reach this mastery. I'm in the presence of a master. I'm so happy to have you here. Your energy is excellent. It still feels like too many decks of cards, but I guess each one of these needs to convey a different message. These cards do have names, I think, by the game creator, so I'm being intuitively guided to look those up. But in the meantime, pull some cards. I think that's it. 3 panels. Let's see what they call these. This one they call Ancient Ruins. It says, what happened here? A battle, a plague, a fire? What lurks within the rubble? And that's all she wrote. For this one, they call this Secret Burial Site. Are they fresh or ancient remains? Whose are they? What else lies in this bone-chilling boneyard? And then for this one, Riderless Steed. Ooh. Mount the horse to expedite your journey and discover the fate of his master. Ooh. This one's giving me magic. So we have Ancient Ruins, Secret Burial Site, and Riderless Steed. Yeah, I feel like this is the labyrinth. And it's almost like MC Escher art, you know? Feels like if you went into the tunnel, you would end up on the stairs, and then you'd go through the archways, and somehow you'd be back in the tunnel, be up and down that chimney. This might be a space where nothing really makes sense. It's like, is this old? Is this new? The energy might be very confusing. Or there might be illusions. Either way, it's difficult to navigate. Got the boneyard. I feel like this is somewhere you used to know, but it's changed. It's like it belonged to an old version of self. Yeah. Like in some way you're the ghost that haunts this ruin and this boneyard. Like the bones in the boneyard are yours. And yeah, you got to get out of there. No urgency here. Like I'm not getting any sense of danger. It's more just like there's nothing there for you now. You are the ghost. Like you're more spirit and less human than you used to be. Which sounds a little kooky, but this is what happens when we ascend, right? We live from the soul, and we become more of our soul selves and less of our former selves, shall we say. Less the vessel and more the spirit. And this can be a confusing process in and of itself, for us and for other people. But yeah, this the way out is this horse who's just waiting for you. I feel like the sword is like this long forgotten skill of yours or ability. And you just grab it and you cut aside any growth that's in the way, any foliage. And then you can get to your steed. The steed is only riderless because you haven't got there yet. But he's not going anywhere. You see this? He's just chilling. Straight chilling. I like these cards because here's my hope. I hope that they allow you to use your intuition as much as I am using mine. I'm weaving together a story that makes sense for possibly multiple people here. You know which parts of this story are yours and who the characters are. You know where this place is. You know the old self that's buried there. Let's see. Gotta make sure I do this in the right order. I always flip them somehow for the camera. I think this is correct. Yeah. Super exciting for you though. There's a sense of like, you're almost there. You're almost out of the woods, out of the labyrinth. And it's internal, right? When we get there internally, suddenly we can get there externally. Yeah. Just faith that that horse is there and just waiting for you. All right, guys. Spirit, are there any cards here to clarify this in any way? To bring other messages that are useful to the collective for which this is for? The world. The moon. And Two of Cups. Here's what I think. I think the universe is bringing you this unknown, this uncertainty. This thing that you can't read into because you're not supposed to be able to bring you into union, into partnership. And this may even be external. Usually, you know, my readings are more spiritually geared, so this would tend to be an internal thing. But I feel like the universe is purposefully hiding something from you. And that's usually because it's better than we can even imagine. Yeah, this partnership. One card for the partnership, please, Spirit. 9 of Wands. Interesting. I work more with the energy here, guys, and what I'm getting is like this partnership is nimble. Yeah, getting big ups for that choice of words. It's nimble, it's receptive to what both of you need. It moves in concert like an athlete with their sporting equipment, or two dancers moving together in perfect concert. It's like, look, if you reach this level of mastery, if you're using the masculine and the feminine in this disciplined fashion, then whoever you attract is going to be similarly aligned within themselves, like similar frequency. They're going to be a superhero like you are. It's going to be epic. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of Wonder Woman from this outfit. Yeah, they're going to be as superhuman, as supernatural as you are, which is saying something, because they will have also made it out of the labyrinth. And that takes no small amount of skill, intelligence, discernment, curiosity, I'm hearing. Yeah, like they're going to be as curious about the universe as you are. They're going to see things from this higher perspective. Wow. I dig this, you guys. I don't even know. Advice? Do you need it? Let's see. Rudolph with his nose so bright. That's funny. The first thing I wrote on the card was don't forget sunscreen. And that's because one time I was on vacation, and you know, clairaudience started for me anyway by hearing music, and it's playing in the background, and it's not because you heard it somewhere else, right? And you realize this once you start to tune into the music that's playing all around you, because you can hear messages. Another form of divination, you guys. But it's like someone just, sometimes you can catch it as it happens, but usually it's like, oh, how long has that been playing in the background? And it's like someone just dropped a needle on a record that you didn't choose. Anyway, I was getting ready to go to the beach, and I started hearing like the tune to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in my head. And I was like, oh yeah, good call. Grab the sun hat, grab the sunscreen, So yeah, your guidance, your guides, your spirit team, whoever you work with, they're looking out for you in a lot of different ways. Yeah, so tune into that if you don't already, but I feel like you do. So lean into your uniqueness because it's elevating you and allowing you to shine in a way that helps others. You've gone through a very specific set of challenges here. Kind of just epic storybook kind of challenges. Part fairy tale, part myth. All designed to hone you into this thing that's not, it's not showy, it's not flashy. It's subtle, but it's powerful. Remember that the chosen choose themselves by embracing their unique skills, abilities, and passions. First you choose yourself, then the universe chooses them back. Right? Once you choose yourself, that signals to the universe, okay, they're serious, like game on. Others may have made fun of you or criticized you as weird or just misunderstood you. Just know that whoever I'm tuned into, you're calm. You're not worried about justice being served. Because you know that we live in a self-organizing universe and Spirit's going to take care of it. And this card is here to remind you that, yeah, you don't have to go, and you know this, you don't have to wield your spear. You can just hold it. Spirit's got your back. And a lot of the time, what the divine justice looks like is, people watch you succeed where they would not have been brave enough. And it teaches them something about themselves. In any case, don't seek revenge or punishment. Don't seek to punish others. Yeah, since watching you succeed and be celebrated will be part of their karma and ought to be a self-sufficient lesson. Whether they'll understand the lesson, who knows? Might take a couple more lifetimes, but the advice here is to shine your light joyfully, because your foggy night, that one night where you're recognized and asked to step up, like to be in the spotlight, it's coming. I think there's also something here with the foggy night, the labyrinth, the ancient ruins. It's like a way will be lit, and it's lit by you. By following your intuition, curbing your need to do, teach, dole out justice, learning from past lessons, being disciplined, being this self-master. I'm feeling like this is the only, like, what advice do I give a master? I hope it's enough to know. I hope it's enough to be told not to forget your sunscreen. No, I hope it's enough to know that your time is coming. If there is still a part of you that is attached to that outcome, we all want to be recognized on some level. And even if you're very, like, I just feel I'm feeling your energy, and that's why I'm so calm. That's why I've been speaking so slowly and allowing this reading to go so long. It's like, well, this is the perfect outcome. It's all working out just fine. I'm not worried about the results. Yeah, your detachment, your coolness, your mastery, these are going to pay dividends because you're not interested in the dividends anymore. The way out of this is not what anyone thinks. It's so much more subtle and paradoxical, right? when you're no longer worried about getting out of it, that's when the saddled horse shows up, fed and friendly, ready to carry you out, because he doesn't have a rider. He's steed, or what is it, riderless steed. It's just like he's just shown up for you. Oh yeah, I know the way out. You have any apples? All right, guys, this was a beautiful reading. I feel so like spiritual calm is what I feel. Yeah, this is beautiful. You're doing amazing. Not that you need to be told that. You've learned these lessons, and now it's just about proving your faith to yourself. Keep the faith. Follow your intuition. Stay self-sovereign. Stay calm and poised. You got this. Love you guys. See you in the next one.